What on earth is going on in the House of Commons?
The truth.
Hey, what's going on, everyone? It's your favorite internet disappointment Optical. We're back with a new video. Finally, I'm so sorry it's took a while. Golden, I know at this rate you're probably going to want to hit me with a baseball bat. I do apologize. But anyway, we are back and we need to talk about some things regarding, you guessed it, Modern Warfare 3. Now, just a quick refresher, Modern Warfare 3 is being developed by Sledgehammer Games with support from Treyarch on the Zombies mode. Yep, you heard that right. And I revealed that first. If you don't believe me, I'll give up this news report right here. There you go. But it's got Treyarch doing zombies, multiplayer being directed by Sledgehammer, campaign being helped / co-directed by Infinity Ward. I'm just glad they're staying out of the multiplayer section, but Infinity Ward, I'm sorry, but with all due respect, your multiplayer is... Now, of course, I know a lot of people are skeptic with what's going on with this, but honestly, I don't think people have to be that worried with what they're doing. And I say that because I think Sledgehammer learned a lot from Vanguard. And I think they didn't have as much creative control with that because there were so many limitations going on, because they had to develop Vanguard in such a limited time and had to rework the Modern Warfare 19 / IW8 engine. And so because of that, I get it. Well, it's IW7, but they called it IW8 because they just threw some new graphical enhancements in. But the point is, I think now that Sledgehammer has got the set up resources, I think that we shouldn't have much to worry about. And I say that because, well, when you think about it, it's one that's like, it's an engine that's easily modifiable. So who's not to say that when Black Ops Gulf War comes out next year, that engine will feel like a Black Ops engine because of how easily modifiable it is. I don't think it's going to feel the same. But I'm really confident about multiplayer this year, and I'm really even more excited for the campaign, because if you watched the Gamescom reveal yesterday, it already looks miles better than what Modern Warfare 2's graphics was. Like, the lighting is massively improved. The overall shading on there is massively improved. And that's really, really good for, as a, someone who likes to pay attention to detail in games, to see. It seems like they're going for a lot more of a cinematic campaign experience, and they've talked about open world combat missions. Basically, what's going to happen is that in this specific level, it's going to be a large play space where you're going to be able to complete one of the campaign missions in the way you want to do it. If you want to do slower pace, you can take it, suppressors, if you want to be more tactical and things like that. Or if you want to get into the action, grab a new LMG, explode everything, treat it like a freaking Michael Bay movie. Now, the zombies is a lot more interesting because what this really is it's not round-based, and it's not kind of what like Outbreak was, where every objective you did kind of, changed how the rounds felt. There's no rounds in this, and there's no levels. So you have, in this one, it's a fusion of DMZ and Outbreak. So you're going to be in there for 1 hour, like DMZ is, and this map is flooded with all the different zombies. So, but here's the twist. So there's 3 zones, and in the first zone, that's like the very, very low threat zone, you're going to have to fight, you can fight human AI and zombies. So the human AI are from an enemy team called Terminus Outcomes, and we are playing as a group of operatives, yet again, in another zombies title, as Operation Deadbolt. So already you can kind of tell that they're starting to have a bit of a similar feel to what Cold War is. Cold War was Requiem versus Omega Group. So, Omega Group, they was trying to harvest Ethereum to win the Cold War and, have leverage against the West. But in this one's a bit more interesting. So this is actually now set in the Modern Warfare universe. So we're finally getting a canon Modern Warfare Zombies title for the first time in the franchise. But basically, in this new story, Terminus Outcomes has found remaining Ethereum. So I think that possibly this Ethereum is going to be found from the missile, the dumped missile for the inversion warhead from Cold War. I think they found it into the it's like the ocean, and then obviously stolen it. But they want to use that to increase like the overall productivity of firearms, and create a lot of advanced ethereal weapons. And obviously, because we're playing Operation Deadbolt, we're there to stop it. So Kevin Drew hosted the presentation for Zombies this year to a group of influencers that was specifically picked out to see Modern Warfare 3 before anyone else. And the first thing that I really appreciate is that Treyarch didn't do the mistake that they did, a couple years back when they was introducing Vanguard Zombies. And, they put out expectations right at the front. They said, this is not round-based. It's not like your traditional Zombies experience. This is a new one. And this is an extraction survival. And I think as a Zombies community, that's going to make the game a lot more easy to accept, because our expectations have already been set that this is a casual, experience, I would say. It's player versus environment, so it's not player versus player, so no one can jump into your match and grief it if you're trying to do the Easter egg or something, because Easter eggs have been confirmed for this title. Now, it's important to mention that, yes, this is going to be a different experience, but it's still going to tie into the Black Ops Cold War storyline. So, the Dark Ether, that's going to be a thing. The whole thing that happened in Cold War. Still not sure if Vanguard's going to get mentioned, because there seems to be very little discussion on that. But basically, it picks up 30 years where Cold War left off, from what I can understand. So, I think we'll be finding out some of the things that happened post-ending of the Forsaken from Cold War, and things like that. Now, one of the things that really actually excites me about Zombies this time is you can have up to 36 players in the match. This is like the first time Zombies has had this amount of players. So you're going to have up to squads of 6, and it'll make, I think it's between like 32 between, it's either 24, 32 or 36. But the point is, that's the most players we've ever seen in a Zombies match, and the most we've seen in like an actual group. That's insane. Like, I can only imagine how insane it's going to be when you have to work together to do the Easter eggs and, complete these missions. It's like, my mind is still blown thinking about that. So let's get into what we know about the systems within Modern Warfare 3 Zombies. So it's an extraction shooter. It's going to be set into the Warzone map, the new one coming out this year for Modern Warfare 3. It's important to also mention that the classic the classic gameplay is coming back, so the Treyarch style thing. So, potentially we could see the power-ups again, but so far what's been confirmed is the perks are coming back, the classic perks, so we could see the perk machines, but Kevin Drew actually showed the Juggernaut can to the group, so that confirms that the classic perk is coming back. We've got the Wonder Weapons coming back, we have the Pack-a-Punch coming back, and then we have this new introduction called Acquisitions, where basically what it means is once you've completed an objective or like the Easter egg or whatever, basically once you've done something big, you can get something where you can either take back a buildable ray gun, or you're going to basically be able to take a free perk ready for your next match once you've extracted successfully. But my biggest concern in all of this is this going to affect the replayability? I think if you have done the objective, for me, it takes away a bit of the meaning of what the mystery box is for, And it sounds really stupid, but obviously traditionally you would get the Wonder Weapon out of the mystery box. And so then for them to turn around and say, oh, but you're going to actually be able to get this from doing a mission, and then you can build it whenever you want, ready for your next match, but it's on cooldown, it just takes away of what makes Wonder Weapons so special. It could be me overreacting, but that's how I feel. But what I can say is I feel really, really confident in the Zombies launch this year. I don't think it's going to be launching like Vanguard. This is the original Zombies team behind Cold War that's doing this. And Cold War Zombies was freaking incredible. Yes, the personality was a bit bland, but the whole gameplay and mechanics of it was phenomenal. It's like by far probably the best we've seen in mechanics for Zombies. I don't care what anyone says. So to have them doing this gives me a little bit more hope. If we get like Craig Houston and all them back as well, it's looking good because, Craig Houston who, he's been with zombies for years, like since the beginning. To have him on board still tells me that this story is going to be pretty decent. Now, let's get into the multiplayer and why I am so damn excited for this one. So, long story short, it's just going to be classic COD, and I am screaming with joy hearing that. What they basically did was, Sledgehammer looked at what Infinity Ward did and flat out said,
Listen. Fuck off. Get out.
There's a bit of a debate going on here. And what everyone's saying is, well, this is just Modern Warfare 2.5. Well, yeah, it is, but at the same time, it's not only the Modern Warfare 2 we should have got, but it's heavily improved upon. And what people fail to realise is that Modern Warfare 3, the previous one, was exactly that. It was Modern Warfare 2 with all the bugs fixed, but just new maps, new guns, new campaign, right? That's what we're going to be getting in this Modern Warfare 3. So I just find that argument to be really, really bland, because that's exactly what the previous Modern Warfare 3 was. And both this Modern Warfare 3 and the previous one are in similar situations. Infinity Ward just can't seem to have the same creative vision. Well, Infinity Ward lack creativity in multiplayer anyway, but, from what I'm hearing, this game just sounds freaking cool. So thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys soon. Peace out.